Great to see you here again. My name is Luc de Koster, founder of the Koster Academy, and in this video I'm going to talk about earned schedule management. Before, we've been talking about schedule variance, earned value management, and I already mentioned that there is an issue when we are using schedule variance. But before we continue, don't forget to click on the subscribe button, click on the bell button, and every time we have a new video, YouTube will inform you about it. So let's have a look at the problem with schedule variance. Now, when we look at the schedule variance, when we see that the project has been completed, by definition, all value has been created, and the earned value as we defined it is equal to the budget at completion. And per definition, the schedule variance is equal to 0. This would result in a conclusion that the project would have been completed on time, and when we look at the graph, it's clearly not the case. The red line shows the earned value evolution over time, while the blue line is the planned value or the S-curve. So when we see that we measure the schedule variance in the classical way, vertically, the difference of earned value and planned value, we see from the moment that we pass the theoretical end date of the project that the schedule variance is decreasing. And when the project is completed, we see that the schedule variance is equal to 0 because in this case, earned value minus planned value is equal to 0. And we see that there is a real variance, a real time variance between the planned end date of the project and the actual end date of the project. Now, what is wrong here? So let's have a look at the earned schedule. Let's introduce the schedule variance in a different way. Now, we try to find the time basically when we expected to have completed the earned value. So we want to know the earned value that we completed at a specific moment in time. When did we expect to reach that? And we draw the horizontal line to determine this. So what we are doing now is we are at moment T2. We created value, earned value at T2, that's the value. And now we are going to look at the planned value. When is the moment that we should have created that value? And we see we should have created that value on the moment T1. And we know now that T1 minus T2 is the time variance or the schedule variance related to the time. And when we continue, even when we pass the end date, the theoretical end date of the project, we will still see that there is a difference, that the schedule variance, that the time variance will never go to 0 like we had the problem in the schedule variance. And this is a different way to look at the project and the schedule variance, and this gives a better indication about the real progress of the project. Now, when we look at this is a more complex drawing, how it looks like. So we can look at those calculations and we can calculate basically the schedule variance. If you want to look into this in more detail, it is possible to have a look. We have the earned value, we have the planned value, and we can go back in the time and we can calculate basically the time where we would have had that, let's say, earned value. We can find the period that gives us the variance in time parameters. Now, that was it for this short presentation. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button, click on the bell button, and every time we have a new video, YouTube will inform you about it. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.